Hi everybody, coming into late summer, we're starting to unwind. We've had a tough summer. We're getting out of COVID, but still this summer has been tough on a lot of people. A lot of people didn't get away. They didn't get away to go on holidays. Finances are tight and things are changing in the world. So I'm trying to do things on my channel musically that will bring you 3 minutes of bliss. And I would say to you, grab your coffee, water, sit back, because if you were in a car and I was driving along the road, I would love to be hearing this guy's music. He's absolutely phenomenal. He's from Serbia originally, and he's known as Lexi Noder. And this song is called Passages. Now, from the intro and from my research, I found very little on the man himself, but we're going to get an idea of the persona that is the man behind this extraordinary music. Lex is a rapper, singer, songwriter, born and raised in the city of Chicago, brought up by his mother who immigrated from Serbia. So he's American, but he has Serbian roots. He pursued a life of music and has been on the path for 10 years. Lex is influenced by artists crossing many genres. And I need the water, excuse me. And mediums, combining all sorts of visual, audio and cultural styling into his music and artist decisions. When he's not rapping, he's also promoting local artists through a cooperative called Presently, a new digital platform focused on empowering artists to break through ceilings by challenging in the box creative methods. So Lex's brand new single was, at the time of this research, Missed Calls, and I listened to it because it wasn't going to be the featured one I was interested in. Passages was the one, and I was blown away. So do make that your follow through. Once you get on to his link, once you click on his music on YouTube, you'll be so delighted to have discovered him, truly. But he's a deep thinking character, because in his earlier days when he was writing songs and releasing them, he would take pictures and he would use phrases like, I look up and see my destination. Secondly, he would talk about, I don't know where I'm going, but I feel like I might be on the top, still hitting my peak. I think you're getting to the maturity level, my friend Lex, where you have started to really come into your own. And he talks about, he wrote Interstellar, for example, and I was reading the bio on that, and it said, I wrote this with the intent of finally letting myself be me, and I hope whoever reaches finds some sort of inspiration or light to chase their goals and mental health. So this is the first time he mentions the mental. He's been going through a lot over the last few years. The world, he mentions that in his bios for certain songs. And I will just take one more about the insight into the type of person that he is. He said, I know for most part I've tried to make light of this year's circumstances. However, there are many things that have gone down that have weighed heavily on us all. So much anxiety, so much tension. Uncertainty is one of the biggest triggers that either bring out the best in me or the worst. For a while this year I felt my worst, unable to put together words, unable to explain how I feel about myself and the world around me. And so you've got the mental struggle, you've got issues with probably Lex feeling my music's going nowhere and people aren't recognizing me, and the frustration of the music business in a time where COVID almost, honestly, only for the reality shows, people were under the illusion the music business is thriving. But for most musicians like Lex and people I featured on my channel, they were struggling during COVID. They were really struggling. But what comes out of desperation, what comes out of, and I'm going to say this, the mental apathy of trying to deal with everyday life and not being as successful as you want, is your creativity becomes stronger, as we're going to listen. So we're going to take it away. We're going to enjoy this track, and we're going to have a bit of music that I will go through myself with, even without the lyrics. So enjoy, everybody. Enjoy today. Uplifting beat, relaxing tune. It's chill out vibes at its best. And it's by the wonderful Lex. Do You Know There?
Please let me go. Oh, 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 oh. Please just let me go. Tonight, please don't hit my line, yeah. I think I'll be fine, yeah. I am just a passenger of the night. Through all of these passages, find my light. Please don't send those messages, not tonight. Please don't hit my line, yeah. I know I'll be fine, yeah. I just wanna flow. I just wanna flow. Float to the moon, how does it feel? Enormous. How is the view? What do you see? It's gorgeous. Flying alone, I'm feeling free. I'm honest. I love you, but it's torture. Passenger of the night. Through all of these passages, mama lie. Please don't send those messages, not tonight. Please don't hit my line, yeah. I think I'll be fine, yeah. I'm just a passenger of the night. Through all of these passages, find my light. Please don't send those messages, not tonight. Please don't hit my line, yeah. I know I'll be fine, yeah. I just wanna flow. I just wanna flow. Let me go. I just wanna float away into the night. I've been feeling thrown away like all my life. I can't let it go your way, not tonight. Please don't hit my line. I just wanna shine. I just wanna float to the moon. How does it feel? Enormous. How is the view? What do you see? It's gorgeous, flying alone, I'm feeling free, I'm honest. I love you, but it's torture.
Wow, right to the very end I wanted that to go because it's torture, and I love you too, Lex. I love your music. You're going to be featured a lot, and I say this on all my videos for most of the artists simply because it's extraordinary in a time where people keep saying, and I've said it quite a few times of late, that I am tired of hearing 80s and 90s were the only time for music, and yet I keep discovering on YouTube people like yourself that just blow you away with soothing, extraordinary music that's just effortless. It's self-explanatory, the lyrics. It really is. They'll come up in my translation. This video will be translated into 16 languages. And it's a very short video. Because I did a long introduction. And Passages is really about love. It's really about, I love you. I'm going through different stages, my mental health, my physical. I don't know where I am. And when he stretched in the video up to the roof, and he was touching the ceiling and the hand was coming back, that's very symbolic of, you know, you want to be lifted into the stratosphere. You want to be taken away from the place that you are physically, because physically in the place that you are, you're lost. And it was a very clever video. It was very simply done. The music just carried you through each segment of that video. So I applaud you very much, Lexi. It's sometimes simplicity is the best. Sometimes we just need to hear music that's effortless, and sometimes we take out of the words what we need. It's not a song that I can digest and go through the lyrics and break it down to such a way. What I got from the lyrics is basically this. There are passages or stages of life that you go through. 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're sad, 1 minute you're angry, 1 minute you're frustrated, then it comes round karma to make you happy again, then you're a little sad about wasted time. And I think, Lex, you're going on a hell of a journey through your music to get to the point of happiness, just from the quotes that I said in the intro. And that each stage is difficult for you because you're a sensitive guy. You're a guy that, you know, your mother's from Serbia, went to America. That had to be tough. She had to learn a new language, raise you the best that she could. And I'm sure she did. So look at you. You're an extraordinarily good looking guy. You've got such an incredible range of music out there, deep and meaningful. But it's all chill vibe music at its very, very best. And the stages that you're going through are a reflection of what everyone else is going through. The last 2 years has decimated, destroyed a lot of people. But with music like yours and relatable words that we can float on, just for 3 minutes, we can escape. And I say this to everybody, isn't that better to escape and just have that, as I said to you all before, have that 3-minute coffee moment where you're not worrying, you're just taken away from your troubles. So for that, Lexi, there, I thank you. Or Lex, I'll call you for short. And Lex, you're an incredible guy with a gifted talent. I want you to know that. I'm going to be supporting you a lot. I hope a lot of reactors will jump on board, because my channel is never about the views or subscribers. It's about the quality of music I can deliver to people that can either be healing, helpful, or both. And in this case, it's both. So thank you. And I look forward to reviewing your next, and us to get to know more about the song, because this is an introduction. So we got to know more about you. But the next time, it'll be more about what I feel about the lyrics. We'll develop it as we go along. I'm going through passages, I'll do it this way, with you, Lex, and your music, and I'm looking forward to it. 2022 is our year. Take care for now, everyone. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my ever-growing channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.